What's good, everybody? Rhetorical question life. My name is Heavy Bree, and welcome to my channel. And if this is your millionth and 15.6th time coming onto this channel, then welcome back. How's everybody doing today? Rhetorical question. You're doing amazing today. You woke up, you're alive, you have cell phone service, you have basically, you know what? That's the main thing. You're alive. Now, I don't know what you're going through in this world. I don't know what you've been through, what you are going through, but all I can say is, man, that no matter what you've gone through in your life, and no matter what you are currently dealing with in your life, you are blessed. You are blessed, you are loved, and more importantly, you are not special. That was a curveball right there. I'm talking about, I'm loved, I'm blessed, all that stuff, but really, man, like, you're not special, and that's a good thing, you know? Because the only difference between me, you, a billionaire, and a bum is that what we all have in common, my bad, we all have in common is that we all have 24 hours in a day. We all have 24 hours in a day. The bum, the billionaire, me, you, those around you, all have 24 hours in a day. Eight of those hours, if you are a working person or if you go to school or something like that, are spent working or going to school. If you're a juvenile, the other 8 hours should be spent sleeping, and then the third 8 hours, that's a mystery right there. That is a mystery. Now, some of you guys may work more than 8 hours. Like me, I work 10 hours a day. Well, technically I work 14 hours a day, but it all depends on like where I'm at, if I'm getting loaded that day, or if I'm just driving. If I'm just driving, then I'm working like about 10 plus hours, 10 hours, 10 hours and 30 minutes, 10 hours and 45 minutes. It all depends on the day, and those are weird. Those are kind of weird, but I'll talk about those later. We all got 24 hours in a day. If you are the average person, works 8 hours, sleeps 8 hours. So I just want to make this video is my question. And every single one of these videos sometimes I have these videos are usually in question format. Sometimes just me rambling on the road, talking about random stuff, whatever's on my mind. But I really want to know, what do you do with your 8 hours? Because 8 of your hours belong to other people. 8 of your hours is rest, mandatory sleep. What do you do with those extra 8 hours of your time? Because, in life, God gave us the sun, which measures time, which we use to measure how long, what we do when we're awake. If you know exactly what you're doing with every hour of your day, that is the first step to becoming free. That is the first step to achieving whatever goal you want to set for yourself. Those 8 hours, or whatever time, however much time you have, when you are not working, when you're not sleeping, that time could be spent working on something that will make you better or help you get to that next level in your life. Those hours are used to help develop you. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't have fun. I'm not saying that you shouldn't enjoy your life, that you shouldn't have some R&R. I'm not saying none of that, But if you say that you're a musician, but you work a 9 to 5, and you're getting 8 hours of sleep a day, hopefully you are getting 8 hours of sleep a day. So you work 8 hours at your job. Now, you probably got to commute to work. Average commute, let's just say it's a 1 hour commute, 30 minutes to the job, 30 minutes from the job. And then if you have, we'll say 32 minutes to an hour round trip to your place of work. So that 1 hour is dedicated to your job. So that's 9 hours. And then let's say, you get your lunch breaks, 15, 30 minutes. So we'll add that in there. So far we got 9.5 hours spent at your job, spent towards your job. So we still got the 8 hours for sleep, but now we only have about, can't really math right now, let's just say about 6.5 hours for the 6.5 hours for the time that you spend at your that you spend working on your dream. If you call yourself a musician, you call yourself a scientist, you call yourself whatever it is you say you are or aspire to be, and you don't dedicate at least 1 hour a day to that thing that you say that you are, to that thing that you want to become, to that thing that you aspire to be, you don't dedicate 1 hour to that a day, you can't call yourself that thing. You can't sit there. I mean, you can, but if you like being delusional, then yeah. But every person that you know who's famous or wealthy or exceptional at something, they all put about 10,000 hours into their craft. They all put, now it doesn't exactly take 10,000 hours. Sometimes it takes less, sometimes it takes more. But if you dedicate 10,000 hours to whatever craft, whatever thing that you're trying to do, you will become an expert at it. You will become a master at it. You will become it'll become second nature. We put days, hours, weeks, months, years. Well, we put years into walking and running and moving on our 2 feet, And when you first started walking, you sucked at walking. I sucked at walking. But I didn't know how to walk until I was I don't know, about 11, 12 months, barely towards I was 1, man. Shoot. I could barely talk when I was 2, I was still I would say little words every now and then, but I wasn't doing much. But it was weird because I started reading when I was 4, which is weird because I couldn't talk worth nothing, but I could still read, which is kind of why my Duolingo lessons, I can read the languages, but I can't really speak them that well. But then again, I have no one to talk to who speaks Spanish or speaks Swahili. So, but the point I'm trying to make here is that if you want to be great at something, or you want to become the thing that you say you are, and you aren't putting at least 1 hour a day into that thing, then that means that you're not really in love with the process. You're not in love with the journey. You are only fascinated with the result. You're result orientated, but you shouldn't be result orientated. You should be process orientated. Okay? Driving this truck. When I first started driving this truck, it would take me about over a minute, maybe 2-3 minutes to back into a parking spot. A very tight parking spot. I would struggle. I would just back in, back out. I would have it was frustrating. I would get frustrated. I'd be like, man, F this, man. I don't want to do this no more. But I kept, learning. I took my time and learned how to eventually back into certain spots. I can back into the tightest of spots now. Now, fast forward here, 2 years later, and I can get into any spot. I could back into any spot designed for loading and unloading. I can back in any spot within 30 seconds, maybe or less. Because for me, it took a long time. It took hours. Took a lot of practice, but also because it was fun. And that's the key. That's what a lot of people don't realize. Whatever it is you want to become, whatever it is you wanted to do, it has to be fun. it has to be enjoyable. You have to enjoy it, because in order to go into that flow state, when you see basketball players or entertainers or accountants working on numbers, lawyers working in the court, every person who is a professional at something enters this flow state to where it's just second nature. It's like that person might not be great at first. They might suck. Everyone's trash at whatever they try to do when they first start doing it. But if you do it enough, and you practice it every single day, and you're always constantly working at it, eventually it gets to the point where it's just as natural to you as breathing or walking. You do anything every single day or multiple times a week, it becomes a part of you. And it's pretty soon your subconscious mind will be like, oh, this person knows how to do this, so it's not even a question, Like climbing a ladder, or doing some kind of or doing parkour seems crazy, seems scary, seems intimidating. But when you've done it so many times and you just say F it and just do it, it becomes second nature to you. That's why you see people who can just do backflips off of a ledge onto another ledge and then bounce back onto the ground. It just becomes a part of you. So whatever it is you want to do in this world, in this life, all it takes time, it takes practice. Just put 1 hour a day. Here's what I want you to do out here. Here's your homework assignment after you're done watching this video. I want you to find that thing that you really want to do. And if it's fun, and if you enjoy it, and you like it, and you're actually into it, don't worry about the result. Don't set the goal. The only goal should be like, I'm going to do this every single day. It's not like, oh, I'm going to do this, and by this date, I'm going to have this. No. Don't worry about that until you become great at it. Okay? Don't say like, I'm gonna release an album for like, I'm gonna produce this. I'm gonna produce like the biggest album for this artist right here. No, man, like, bro, like, first learn how. Just say like, I'm gonna work on this every single day for 1 hour a day. I'm gonna do this for 1 hour a day. A guy who works out a person who goes to the gym and works out every single day, they're not saying I'm gonna get in shape so I can be in the Olympics or be a bodybuilder or something like that. No, it starts with, I'm gonna go to the gym every single day, no matter how I feel, no matter how I feel, no matter what's going on in my life. I'm gonna go to the gym because this is what I do, this is who I am, and I don't care about how I feel about it. I'll give you guys one of the things I'm trying to do. For a long time, I said that I wanted to be a writer. I even thought of myself as a writer. Some of these videos, not all of them, some of them you can tell that I'm just basically ad-libbing. I don't really follow anything, but some of these videos that I make on YouTube, I write ideas down. I do bullet points. I write down what I'm going to talk about during this minute, during that minute. But some of the videos you can clearly see that I'm just going off the cusp, just shooting from the hip and everything. But yeah, like I said, I call myself a writer, and for a long time I was lying to myself. I was procrastinating. I was not doing what I was supposed to be doing, which is write 1 hour a day. I wasn't doing that. I was procrastinating and making excuses and just doing what I felt like doing, But now I'm at that point in my life where my feelings do not matter. Principle number 2. Second principle of success. Your feelings don't matter. Don't let your feelings affect your actions, aka F my feelings. So around this time next year, I'm going to self-publish my own book. I have many ideas, and I've been procrastinating on these ideas and these things that I wanted to do for a very long time. Don't get me, no. I'm still getting that truck or cargo van. I'm still getting that cargo van, and I still will become an owner operator. But in addition to that, but that's more of a financial hurdle that I have to get over. You know, those are financial hurdles I got to get over. But right now, my personal hurdle is to put out my book next, is to write, self-publish, and put out my own book by this time next year. Mark the date. It's August 20th, but like by August 25th next year, 8/25/25, I'll be releasing and I'll be self-publishing and releasing my own book. It might be sooner, it might be on that, it's going to be on that date, or it's going to be sooner than that date. Who knows? Stick around for that. But thank you all for supporting my channel. I hope you guys all find your fun and you practice it and get good at it. Because unless you put the time in, unless you put in the hours, whatever it is you want to do, it's not going to come true unless you put in the work. You are not special, but you can become gifted. You can develop your talents, and you can build the skills that you need to obtain the life that you deserve. Thank you all for watching my video. To my long-term subscribers, I appreciate every single last one of you. To all my new subscribers, thank you all for supporting the channel and building and continuing the movement. And I hope you guys all have a great day. Peace and blessings. Happy Taco Tuesday. And have a prosperous day.